Welcome back to Dee's Divine Tarot. Join me as we find out what is the energy of this connection. Starting with the Rumi Oracle, considering this is all about love, you know. As I split the deck, we got Beyond Death, Life. This is all about rebirth, new beginnings. Might be a sign. Cosmic Heart, all about eternal agape love. And immediately out, we got 2. So we got a number 5, a surge on the uprising wave of love. Then 39, blessings of Zara. So the blessings of Zara, it's helping you to purify and bless your relationship. It will be a divine union between divine feminine and masculine. So you're one with spirit with that 3, and you're completing the cycle. And together, of course, it is still a 3. So that even reiterates the divine union. And then I surge on the uprising wave of love. You're going through could be a personal transformation, but I feel like it is one within the union, whether it's divine masculine and feminine within you or with your counterpart in the 3D. And it's to become anew and renew your love first for yourself so that you can renew it with another. So you're gaining momentum and reaching that peak of eternal or the cosmic heart that we saw when we split the deck. Next out, we have the right choice. Woo! So this is angelic, divine. Your angels or spirit guides are watching and making sure that this is possible. They're helping to balance you in this spiritual realm, and you're receiving divine light and guidance from above, and that's beautiful. You're surrounded, you're protected, so you definitely have nothing to worry about. And as the card says, Oracle speaks, this is the right choice. And with this being 29, which has the potential to be 11, like that in and of itself is divine. And that's an enlightenment journey, a spiritual journey. It's balanced as well with the 1 and the 1, and then together it will make 2, and that number is all about balance, duality. You got to take the night and day, the shadows with the light, right? But hopefully allowing more of that light to come through, because as the oracle speaks, it is the right choice. So you want that love and light to shine through, because everything will be all right with that. Next one out, we have the lover and the beloved. This is you two, and again, you're divinely guided and protected with your spirit team or squad in the background watching and rooting you on. And this is a divine union, as I already said, that is meant to be eternal, with the 3 and the 5 being an 8 once your transformation is complete. That is beautiful. And just look at that card. That's like literally holy matrimony. Beautiful. And then the bottom of the deck energy, we have 16, from nothing to everything. I love this card. So you caught the wave of that uprising love, and your heart is full and blossomed, right? So You went through or are going through a transformation from the 5 to the 6, and now full of agape love and becoming one with the divine. So together you gain powerful knowledge and wisdom to continue on your spiritual journey together. And you guys are becoming everything spiritually because of this divine union. That's even in the form of a heart to me, and it's bright as all get out. That love and light is truly shining through, and that makes everything all right. I swear by that. Like that slogan for life. Because behind it is clarified by Arusa star of Venus. And my God, Venus is all about love. And look at that light. Look how it just shines so bright. It's covering. It's like she's soaking in it. That's divine. That's heavenly. That's just beautiful. And it's almost like she's enlightened. I mean, literally with the purple, like that crown chakra is popping. This Venus is goddess of love. So you're smothered, covered, dipped, and fried. The two of you together with your divine love is eternal because of the 2 and 6 being an 8. I love it. And look at that. If that's not confirmation, I don't know what is. With the cloak of Christ being a 4, it's stable. And it's also, the card is in the shape of a heart itself. And again, that love and light is just blossoming. It's booming. As I said, you're covered. Your divine love is protected. I mean, just look at the angels and ancestors and spirit guides, your squad surrounding your hearts, and you're glowing, like I said, in love. It's radiant. You can't deny that. It's stable, and it is the right choice. And then look at there, and that just clarifies it as well. You got a master number 22, which reduces to a 4. Again, stability, solid, grounded. The lion and the deer, like, it's strong and solid, like I said. Very, very powerful. It's also peaceful, serene with the deer. And you two are gentle with one another, you know, since you have transformed and changed. And even during challenges, you've learned to be gentle and kind with one another, but still being a strong support for one another. So you're balanced, you know, the 2 and the 2, like that's equal give and take, equal reciprocity, I feel like, as well. You understand each other's night and day shadows and, you know, light moments, and kind of yin and yang energy, so you balance each other out. Your chakras are aligned, your kundalini has risen, and you're seeing things from a higher perspective, and that's beautiful, because you have to have that in order for a relationship to last and to prosper and flourish. Because remember, you're going from nothing to everything. Beautiful energy. Now I'm pulling from the Legacy of the Divine Tarot. I feel like this is becoming one of my favorite tarot decks. As I split, look at that. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, you're both coming forth with a brand new offer that's grounded, because you've been through the tower moment, which prompted this transformation, and it's encouraged you to build on a stronger foundation, a more solid foundation. Yeah, as I said, you've been through that transformation. That is confirmation. You're going through the change, coming out pure in that concrete rose. And this is also, could be you dealing with the scorpionic energy. First one out is the 2 of Cups, and that is solidifying exactly what we said with the Rumi Oracle. This is a sacred contract. It's beautiful, and it's meant to be, you know, it's divine union that's meant to be balanced with the 2. And this is divine masculine and feminine coming together as well within yourself, first and foremost, before you're even able to balance yourself and be prepared in that stable one for your partner. So that's beautiful. That's confirmation. The crab at the bottom of the water, bringing those 2 hearts together as one. I see the lover's energy that's coming through. You could be dealing with the Gemini, but it's definitely the lover's energy in those cups. And you're linked with the pearls, you know, symbol of love around the wrist. And it's just, you're full of emotions with that. A lot of that feminine energy, the loving, nurturing energy coming through with this beautiful card. I love it. Next out. Oh, okay. We actually have 3, and they look like they're trying to come out in reverse, which Let's see what's up with this, because the Empress in reverse, that's not so hot. Three of Swords, we could have took that in reverse. And that's more that heartbreak energy. And the Page of Swords. Okay, so possibly blockages that need to be released, in order to embrace the Empress vibes, since that was the one on top that we saw first. So one or both of you need to come correct, I feel, and leave the negative heartbreak energy. Take one of those third-party swords away and come with a better offer of communication to move towards more mental clarity, to be able to create or birth new beginnings for you two. For many, I feel the third-party situation has to do with the sneaky, spying, possibly codependent type of toxicity, because the Empress in reverse is kind of that overprotective, self-indulgent, looking for the status, a little bit of infidelity, not even a little, but vain, kind of promiscuous, extravagant. So, kind of just out there, not stable and grounded, and as we tend to be with it upright. And the Three of Swords in reverse brings a lot of confusion and loss as well. That could explain some of that heartbreak energy, but not as much as if upright. And what's the saying? The heart teaches the mind, because when you at a loss, you learn more. You tend to learn your lessons out of grief, right? Out of heartbreak, especially things that you don't want to repeat, but you don't get that reversed. It's more so you're in your mental space, which is likely why that Page of Swords is there, because that's that insecure, stubborn, kind of pitiful, woe is me. And again, underscoring that extravagant from the Empress in reverse. But this can be more so related to excessive spending, just basically not being grounded. And of course, some self-critical, wasteful type of energy, prodigal type of energy. So yeah, be careful with that. And immediately, what do we have? The Seven of Swords, cups that, or kind of block that shows why they came out in reverse. This is a sneaky little liar, like deceitful type of energy. Not okay. Not good. Not good to see. But I feel it's further confirmation of what we just discussed. Somebody, if not both, need not be sneaky, deceitful, or lying. It doesn't get you anywhere but left out in the cold, dark night with the wool pulled over your eyes. But that's, I feel, what's done in the dark will come to light. I always say that. And Spirit is also telling me it's more so lying to yourself, because how can you be true to someone else if you're not real with yourself? And remember, you treat others how you see or treat yourself. So as within, so without. Remember that. Let's see, Ace of Wands, but it came out in reverse. This is the idea of passionate new beginnings, but it's lost or gone for somebody. And one of you has simply lost the desire to go with their heart, either you, beloved, or your lover. And the energy behind it is Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Could be you, could be the other, either one of you possess that type of energy. I feel though that, especially in reverse, whoever it is has burned or is on the verge of burning a bridge. And if this is you, then your partner is retreating and possibly losing their fire or desire. Next one out is the Ace of Pentacles, or coins. And this is a brand new blessing or offering that's coming in that's stable, loyal. This earth energy. So shouts out to Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus gang. I'm getting ladybug vibes. That's all over the pentacle, which is a sign of good fortune, protection, vibrant. So that's beautiful. The ladybug is also high-spirited, inquisitive, open-minded, trustworthy, easygoing. The bee speaks on, of course, wealth, with this being a pinnacle, but also love, wisdom, chastity, and even fertility. Of course, hard work and success and teamwork, right? Because the bees got to work together to get that hive for the colony. It's also peaceful coexistence, so that's strong vibes as far as the relationship goes. And then the porcupine there is a reminder of the tortoise in a sense. It's like the slow and steady wins the race. So just be patient and protective of each other. It's also about self-defense, obviously, with the porcupine, but also self-empowerment, which will, if you strengthen self, you in turn strengthen the union, right? So it can mean exciting new romance in the relationship as well that's in the works. So that's on the flip side of that same token, though, it can be hidden secrets and deceptions. So with the Seven of Swords and the Three of Swords, let's kind of get out of that energy. The sun is a beautiful, beautiful, always very beautiful card to see. And this is about happiness, new beginnings, kind of rebirth and renewal, right? Bringing life into the mix, as far as it could be technically a life as far as a son, a child, but more so bringing light and illumination to the deception or things that have been deemed illusions, or, you know, things that kind of been behind the scenes or secretive or that you may not have known about. But it also is alignment and balance, which I love. It's definitely a good energy to see, no matter upright or reverse. The Nine of Pentacles, as I said, no longer are you blinded by illusions. So you're seeing things from another perspective, which is beautiful. You're seeing things as they are in its entirety. And it definitely helps with it being next to the Sun card, because that is illuminating everything. You're not stuck in the illusions of the world that's keeping a lot of people bound and in toxic energies and relationships. So that is a beautiful thing to see. And also with the nine, it's you're ending the cycle of feeling or being lost in confusion of the illusion. So that's amazing to see. With the Six of Cups, this is all about reminiscing on past nostalgic moments, right? Like, I want that old thing back kind of energy. You do want that emotional fulfillment back, because as you saw, you know, it was kind of lost with the Ace of Wands being in reverse. So don't dwell on the past, because obviously with all the new beginnings and rebirths and everything, we're trying to renew this. And it is a high possibility, but you can't hold on to what was. You're changing, and that's a great thing. Change can be good. Just embrace the change. So with the High Priestess, this is all about balance, mental clarity. Again, seeing things for what they are, like not relying on the illusions of the, or not banking on that, right? You're relying more on your intuition to show you what's what, to cut through the bullshit. She got her third eye popping, you know, and that's from going within and just being connected to source. So that is a great, great, great sign. The owl energy too that you see there is all about intuition as well. With the pomegranate, that's a signal and sign and symbol of immortality and kind of perfect peace with nature and fertility and abundance. So that can be a great thing as far as relationship goes. The scroll that she's holding is also known as Torah, which is divine law. So again, with it coming under with the Two of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles, that's amazing, because we already know that this is a divine contract. Like it's going to stand against the test of time, and nothing nor anyone will be able to tear this apart. So this is very much confirmation and reiterating that it's a spiritual union and divine connection. So what will be shall be. Four of Coins reversed. So I like to see this particular card in reverse because upright is like you're holding on for dear life, and that can be a little toxic energy, because if you hold on to something too tight for fear of losing it, you're very well going to lose it, right? You just can't be in that type of energy, because if it does leave, it wasn't meant for you in the first place. So that's, look at it from a different perspective. But with that being said, it is reversed, and so it's telling me that you have to let go and allow one another to grow, to build a solid foundation that's everlasting with the four. And this comes as a reminder, like I said, not to hold on too tightly for fear of losing the other. This is a divine union, so you have nothing to fear, nothing to worry about, because as I said before, no one nor no thing can come between this. With the sun energy and all of those clarifying, surging on the uprising wave of love, that just kind of again reiterates the fact that love conquers and transforms all. So always remember that, no matter if you're in separation, because relationships, things happen. You don't always see eye to eye, and sometimes you do need time apart, and that's not a bad thing, because that's where you grow spiritually, and you have to grow, solo dolo for a time in order to make yourself better for the union, because what they say, distance or separation makes the heart grow fonder. So sometimes divine will as sucky as it may seem going through it, it's necessary. It's a necessary evil. No, I don't want to say evil. It's a necessary goodness. Yeah, because it's all in your perspective. So with the Five of Swords, now this to me is all about fighting for what's yours, and you will be victorious. But it kind of has an underlying almost toxic energy in that it can be, I was getting to say selfishly, but it's like by any means necessary. And sometimes that, if it's too selfish, that's toxic, because you can be cutthroat even to the one you love. So just be very, very careful with that, because too much of a good thing is a bad thing, or not so good thing. I don't want to use good and bad, but again, because it's all about perspective, but y'all know how the saying goes. And so this is the energy of claiming, coming out victorious. And I feel like I don't even really see it as such a bad thing as far as the overall energy of the connection, because I feel the two of you want to, with this alignment and it being the right choice, I feel like the two of you really want to and have fought very hard for this connection and for it to work. But it's like, don't fight against yourself is another message that Spirit is kind of telling me to warn you of, because I don't want to say you don't have nothing to fight for, but there's no reason to fight each other. You understand what I'm saying? Like, just be strong together in love and light, and that's all, And next we have the Nine of Wands, which someone, if not both of you, but I'm feeling more of the masculine energy because of the Ace of Wands in reverse. But they're feeling like they've just gave it all they got. Like, they fought a good fight and are ready to just throw in the towel. Like, they're surrender. This is kind of the, I give in. I'm at the end. I'm at my wit's end. So I feel like it could be you, but I feel like it's more of the divine masculine. If you are the divine masculine, it's more of their energy. They've suffered enough heartache and pain along the way. They're remembering the good old days and the Six of Cups, but that may not be enough to resurrect or renew the passion, which again, that's why I said the Ace of Wands in reverse. So they're just giving up. I feel like it's not even giving up, I guess giving it, finally just surrendering to Spirit. Like, again, what will be shall be, but the fight, the passion, the desire to try to cling so tightly, finally just letting go and gracefully bowing out. And in the mindset of, like I said, what will be shall be. So thereby ending this cycle, the fight. And the bottom of the deck energy, the Five of Wands. Yeah. They're tired of all the fussing and fighting, the back and forth, the conflict, the turmoil. Both of you, honestly. I get it. I feel it from both parties, but more so the masculine just because of this last row here. And this is generally the divine masculine side, right? Yeah. The King of Cups. This is Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer energy, water signs, very emotional. And they're ready to offer this cup of love. Like, this is all I got. Take it or leave it. But they want you to have it, divine feminines. They are ready for you to have it. And they don't want to go through all of this heartache and pain anymore. It's especially underscored with the seahorse vibes there, that's new partnerships on the way. You know, a good sign with the sun and everything else, kind of new romance, rekindle, renew, revive the passion in the relationship. And with the Ace of Swords, shout out to my air crew, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, you're gaining new mental clarity and communication, both of you. You're coming, like I said earlier, y'all need to come correct with each other. Be honest, be true, be pure at heart. That's the only way it works. You gotta get rid of that Seven Swords energy. It doesn't get you anywhere, but more heartache, that Three of Swords energy. So it will be balanced, your new communication and mental clarity with the Four Eagles there. You will be stable, and that's a good sign for the both of you. With the Hangman, you're taking a time out to look at it from a different perspective, and I feel like you're letting go of all that past negative, toxic energies, you know, the bad habits, lovers, the bad decisions, the feelings and thoughts, and, you know, anything that was negative. You're moving on from that, so that is a very good sign, because I feel like you have transformed and you guys realize what it takes to make it work. And you're kind of by any means necessary at this point. Yeah, with the Hermit, this is all Virgo energy going within. This is someone who gives from his or her soul and is only interested in a deep, fulfilling, you know, meaningful, soulful relationship. And this could be you, viewer, or your lover, your divine mate. But the relationship, I don't want to say the only good thing. Just be careful, because with this type of energy, it's like the relationship is great if it's just you two. But if anything starts getting hectic, if wrenches are thrown in the system, that's when you suffer. The relationship potentially suffers. So just beware of that. And with the Queen of Coins, this is all about practicality, security, feeling like homey. not homey in the sense of homie lover friend. I mean, although it could be that, but it's more like homely, I guess I should say, like homeliness. This is more of feminine, like nurturing, loving, motherly type of, you know, sensitive type of energy. Yeah, sensual. It signifies fertile and, of course, intuitiveness. So good sign. Good sign. So now I'm going to use my little World Peace deck just to clarify a few of these a little more negative cards, I guess, just to see why they came out in this spread. So yeah, as I split the deck, automatically we get the confirmation of the Seven of Swords. What's going on, y'all? Divine Masculine, what's up? And then we get the Eight of Diamonds, or Pentacles, which is focus. Focus on work generally. And then we got the Eight of Clubs, or Wands, swift communication. So we're going to clarify that triplet, that trio that was originally came out in reverse and immediately out. We have double confirmation with that Two of Hearts, which is the Two of Cups, and the Four of Spades, which is the Four of Swords. So feminines know, they're at mental peace and rest, and they know that this is a divine connection, which is beautiful. You've come to realize that, my sweet feminines. And we got the Eight of Wands again. Need that swift communication. Somebody need to speak up. Let's talk. Both of you, honestly. So off the rip, you see where that Queen of Wands is. And then we got the Three of Wands or clubs. That clarifies that Five of Swords. The Queen of Wands is clarifying that Seven of Swords. So that's like my masculines, what y'all got going on? Because the Queen of Wands in this respect, especially with the Seven of Swords, is like options. Like she's passionate, she's out there, almost promiscuous type of energy. That's kind of where that lying, deceitful energy is coming from. So what y'all been doing? Let me find out. And that Three of Wands, that's clarifying the Five of Swords, is like you feel like you fought a good fight and you by any means necessary, you're looking to move to a brighter future. That's like waiting on your ship to come in. So what's really good, masculines? So now we're going to clarify this Ace of Wands in reverse. See what this is all about. Why have you lost your passion? Immediately out, we have the King of Hearts, which is cups, and the Two of Spades, which is swords. So, masculine, you're tired. You decided to just remove your cup, which is interesting because we have the King of Cups at the bottom of the deck, the overall energy. So, I'm also feeling that many of you feel that your feminines have rejected your offer. Now we're going to see why we have this Nine of Wands. What are you giving up on? What are you ending the battle of? Flying out. There's that Seven of Swords. Thank the Lord. You're deciding to put down that lying, cheating, no good, promiscuous Queen of Wands energy. Thank you. Your feminines will love you and appreciate you for that. That is awesome. I applaud you. Round of applause. Look at that. You're saying bye-bye to that. And that is amazing because that is in the past position. And that's what we want to see. We've got to see change. We got to see growth. There's only one way to get there. And you realize that it's all or nothing. That's why that King of Hearts popped back up underneath the bottom of the deck. Because you're tired of all the fussing and fighting and the heartache and turmoil from that. Look at there. That's the swift communication. There goes that Eight of Wands again. That's what you're trying to tell your feminine, huh? Yeah, you're ready to give it up. Nine of Wands. You're ready to let go. Nine of Swords, so you can get out of that mental anguish, so you can stop those restless nights, those sleepless nights, because you want that old thing back, that Six of Cups, that happiness, that nostalgia, the home. You want that home sweet home. Reminds you of a kid. Yeah, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. I'm gonna need y'all to get y'all act together though, masculines, because the feminines, they probably ain't going much longer. We're going to see what Ganesha has to offer both of you as far as words of advice and guidance. And as I split blessings on blessings, bring them on. This is divine, so you won't receive anything but. No need to fight it. Just let go. Your feminines have decided to. Yes, both of you need understanding. You have to be at a place of understanding to see both sides. Look at it from a higher perspective. have the motivation and the drive. For some of you, you literally may need to do that. Go for a drive, especially if you're in separation. Pop up on them and surprise them. Some of you, that's how you meditate, so get your zen on. And some of you may seriously need to change physical locations. So let's see what we got. Healing. Yes, both of you are transforming. And be sensitive with yourselves. Be gentle as you go through this. But you have to end that cycle. You have to completely heal before you can move on, before you can forgive and let go. That's to my feminines, but it really is for the both of you. And then we have empowerment. You are on that journey. That's what that's all about for you, my feminines. I feel like you are on an enlightenment journey, and so you are receiving that divine knowledge and wisdom to know and grow. It's beautiful. And for our masculines, you're protected. Both of you, honestly. This union is protected. There's nothing to worry about. It's balance. You see that 20, the yin and yang. You balance each other as well. That's why that's right in the middle. And it will be prosperous. You will be prosperous, masculines. Don't worry about anything at all. That is a 9. Once you reach the end of your transformation, you will receive prosperity. It's divine. And finally, that's what you want anyway, right? That's a great way to end it, because you want a new beginning. You want a renewed love. You want that Ace of Cups vibe. But you got to get over all of that, as it shows that you are. That's great potential. Because look at that. Showed up again, and it's so stable. That's double confirmation. And that's 8. That's eternal blessings. That's beautiful. Because you got to relax. You got to let go. Meditate. You will have happiness. And that you don't have to worry about. That is complete with the 10. That is complete. It's like the 10 of Cups vibe. Just focus on what you need to do to grow and to mature spiritually, first and foremost. Focus on that love and light and spreading that, and everything will be all right. And that's all I have. Let me know if this resonates with you at all. Until next time, peace.